All right. We're live. And we're unmuted.
Can I get a sound check?
Check, check, Chuck. Check, check, Chuck.
Check,
Panda?
check. Check.
All right, and Zero.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Trolls in a tantrum cause terrible trouble.
Oh.
We are good?
All right. Who wants to do a recap?
Did I even take notes last time?
Because I didn't do a written creepy one.
We didn't do a whole lot. We sat around in the tavern and spilled our deepest, darkest secrets.
After Oliver reconnected with his family and learned about his mother's affairs, we traveled to Gorkill through means of flight, and then we went to the library.
Right, we did go to the library.
You did.
And we went shopping.
I did take
off
notes.
stream.
Oh, did we go show? That's
Chuck,
right,
Chuck was,
the Elegant Wolf.
Yeah, Chuck was mad about my Party City reference, and so he just hand waved our shopping.
We went to, what was it, Festival Town? Festival Village. No, it was Celebration Town. But Festival Village would be a great name.
That's a good one.
Festival
like
Village
that better.
Sounds like a like Mexican restaurant.
No, it's Fiesta Village.
What's up?
That is a little boy.
You hurt your mouth doing what?
And Ridire got us all friendship bracelets, and we discussed.
I did, yes.
We discussed the logistics of stacking the protective ward.
So I did realize that I was reading something wrong on it. It doesn't actually have the damage. It's just worded weird. It says you take half damage, but that's because the other person takes the other half. It doesn't half it and then split it. It just
we just split it.
Which is still helpful, but it's like the way it's worded, because it says you take half damage and then the other person takes equal damage. And I'm like, why not just say
the damage
you each take half the damage, or the damage is split equally? Yeah, because like the way they said it makes it sound like it gets halved further, and it doesn't. So, but now I know, and it's before we used it, so it's okay.
Okay, and I'm back.
Okay. Hi, back. I'm Ridire.
You're in a mood tonight, and I appreciate it.
Am I? Okay.
Party City, back. Yes, I just want you to know I appreciate you.
I feel appreciated and acknowledged. Thank you.
All right, so City of Gorkill is yours to do with as you please.
Are we wanting to hang out in Gorkill a lot more, or do we want to just head up north straight away?
Well, is there like a Quipper Pro shop around? Okay.
Thing I did not include in my game.
No, it'd be
and I'm
expertise.
Very sad about that.
Okay. I had that rattling around my brain, and I needed to get it out.
What?
So, what fancy outfits did we get before we head up? Head up north.
Oh, that's right. You guys were going to the tailor.
The
Elegant Wolf.
That's right. Okay, I have something for this.
I imagine that I made Ridire pick out what I was wearing because obvious reasons.
It's like the most juvenile, pinkiest, princessiest, floofy dress.
Okay.
Except for remember that they are now like, how old?
Talamh looks 24, but maybe
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I got the one that makes her look the most like a little girl. Because all of the like adult-sized ones were all like slinky, and like.
So, are you telling me that she's dressed up like Kaylee's dress from Firefly?
Yes, 100%. That is absolutely the kind of dress that Ridire would have picked out for Talamh. Yes.
I'm looking this up just to.
I didn't even want to wear this. This is uncomfortable. But if you're telling me it's the fashion of the time, then
Yes. Yeah, very, very much so.
All right. Yeah, we're going with that.
I have a 25 passive insight.
Are you gonna roll it?
Do I need to roll deception?
Are you rolling? Are you going for insight?
Yeah, I'm just
insight's
saying
passive, though.
I have a 25 passive insight.
That's right. Yes, roll for deception.
Deception. I have a plus 10 to deception.
Damn
27.
it! God damn it!
You get away with it.
Oh,
Wait,
You could roll insight. You might roll higher.
I tied it because of my advantage.
all right. Roll each of you roll a d20. Oh, you have an inkling that he is not being honest. It's not full on like he's lying. It more of just something feels off.
Maybe just Ridire's way out of touch with fashion.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to think this is what they might have been wearing when you were growing up. I believe that you believe that it's the fashion of the time, just not this one. Whatever. Oliver, does it look fine?
Does it look like fine?
I mean,
Kaylee's dress from Firefly.
I'm gonna roll to see if I think it looks fine. Yes, it looks fine.
I guess this is what I'm going with. Oh, it's so itchy though. Alright, let's do it.
Oliver.
The best part is it's actually not a bad looking dress. It's just really floofy.
I want to find new cloak. This might actually put me at a little bit of a disadvantage, but should be okay, I guess. I want to find like a new coat, like long coat, that is like jet black, and the trimming on it is all silver. And then the undershirt will be again like a jet black kind of buttoned shirt, like cross buttoned shirt that kind of goes down on like a side, and the buttons will also be silver. And then basically kind of the same type of pants, just black, same boots. And then I want to find something akin to kind of like the Death Eater mask from Harry Potter. Like a skull type shape, covers the whole kind of thing, but I want to leave the eyes open, so that there is the dragon eye on one and then normal eye in the other.
Okay,
that's what I'm gonna look for.
Ridire's gonna get like that super like formal royalty, like not Renaissance, more like early industrial era, with like the buttons and like the epaulets and stuff, and the very thin pants and the big shiny boots.
Okay.
That's where he's going. I also need to find like a barber or someone to help him clean up his hair and stuff.
Okay.
Because he has not gotten a haircut since probably before we started the campaign. So.
All right. All in all, I will say, 25 gold for Oliver and Talamh, and then 30 gold for Ridire.
Oh, it's so expensive.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, math. Wow, we look very eclectic now.
Could I find a like a blacksmith or someone that would sell me like a fencing saber to wear with this. It looks a little bit more regal than like a big broadsword or a spear does. So
Yeah, so you're looking for more of a
basically a rapier. I mean, we can just use the
ceremonial
rapier stats.
rapier.
Yeah, I mean, it would still be functional, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's just kind of fancy looking. Nice scabbard, at least. It doesn't necessarily need to be incredibly fancy itself, but.
And that's gonna change the price if you're looking for more ornate,
functional and a at least good. It doesn't have to be overly fancy. It can be relatively utility, but like clean and efficient utility. You know, like.
All right, for about 20 gold, you're able to find a very polished, brand new, forged probably maybe less than a week ago, and very well taken care of, high-end rapier. The scabbard is got a very nice kind of Celtic like crosses and Celtic spiral design along the length of it.
I like it. 20 gold, you said?
Yep.
Gosh, it's just I'm spending so much money. All right.
Well, you dropped how much platinum last session?
I dropped 50.
20 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are burning through the money.
I know. I only have 274 platinum left.
My economy is useless.
Wow, you have more than I do.
Yeah, remember I sold that armor.
That's true.
I got like 400 platinum for it. And then turned a whole ton of it into silver to make silvered weapons.
That's true.
So it was well worth it.
We just bankrolled.
All right, that's all I think we needed for like gear and stuff. And anything else we wanted to do here? Because I now have the codes for that other city up north, teleportation circle.
Oh yeah,
Thea Stone.
Yes, and I think we're pretty sure that she's living up here, so it's not that far. But worst case, we could ask around Thea Stone.
And you do know that Thea Stone, while not the size of, like, Gorkil, is a larger city. There are 10 major cities in Fadir. Thea Stone is the ninth largest. So it's on the end of the scale, but it's still one of the 10
still pretty big.
Largest cities.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, we can just go straight there. Unless you guys want to do something else.
I don't think I have anything else of importance.
I don't believe so. That book that I still have the book that I borrowed written down on my parchment. So
it was all about the Feywild, and it was very inaccurate.
It was quite inaccurate.
Well, yeah, let's go to the teleportation circle and teleport up there.
Okay. You go back to the same magic store that you had entered previously and are taken down to the teleportation circle. You write your names in the book. 3 to transport. And it does require, what did I say, like gold each. And
I got it.
As soon as you put the money down, the money and the names vanish.
Oh.
And a couple of seconds go by, and the teleportation circle starts to glow.
Is that working?
Step through.
And Talamh, even you can sense that it is absolutely working because the ground starts to tremble a little bit, and the magic aura that fills the area is, it's like walking into a room right after lightning has struck nearby, where that electrical charge is just filling everything.
Smells like ozone.
What's ozone?
That's a Feywild thing.
The
Our-
material plane doesn't have ozone.
Uh-oh.
Are you stepping through?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Step
Because
through right away.
I'm pretty sure you have 6 seconds to...
I stepped through right away.
Okay.
Yeah, I stepped through as soon as I knew it was working.
Okay. I haven't really decided what happens to your body when,
Ooh, I have the perfect description for teleportation.
Okay, go for it.
You stand inside the glowing circle, and your vision is suddenly filled, and you see 2 images, where you're standing now and where you will end up. And a brief moment goes by, and you blink, and suddenly there is only one image, and that's your destination.
Damn. I'm writing that down later.
Make a note.
That was good. That was good. I couldn't get the prestige out of my head, and I was going to have you all drown.
I like the idea of your body painfully discorporates, and for a brief moment you see the clone that was created at your destination walk off happily as if nothing happened.
Well, see, that's how I was that's how I preserve consciousness between teleports. It literally makes a clone of you in both places, but your mind is in both bodies until it isn't.
Or it makes a wormhole, and you literally actually are just stepping through to the other.
Or that too, but you know.
It depends on which version, which type of teleportation. They kind of both exist in D&D. So,
Yeah.
it's like Dimension Door is kind of more like wormholing, whereas
Yes.
this probably is more of like a transporter type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think of this as more of Mike TV, Willy Wonka, where you become little particles that travel through the air.
Ooh.
Except for if you were traveling through the air, it would still take a long time.
Little particles means they can move. Ooh.
Are they photons?
All right, you don't know this, but your particles, it's actually sending you to the astral plane, where your particles move at near instantaneous speed, and then opening up from the astral plane and dumping you out again.
Ooh, that's fun.
1 out of every million
like
transports ends up with a elder god attached to somebody's leg.
Oh no. Or
So it's like warp space in Warhammer.
or I've got another cool description. Only the people in the teleportation circle can see this, but the entire world appears to fold up like a book, and then your destination place basically slams down on top of you and unfolds again, and you're in the destination spot.
It's just literally folding space-time around you.
But only from your perspective.
Only for you, yeah. Magic is fun.
I love this. I want to see all of these done, like, animated. I'm going to get on Fiverr.
I was going to say, I don't have time to do all that.
I'll just hire 5 different people on Fiverr to do 5 different styles of it. We need more money.
I had money once.
Yeah.
So, we're in Theostone.
You're in Theostone.
I had money once, then I bought golf clubs. And Chuck cut off my income stream.
Should have averted the apocalypse. So, you gather your senses, you little bit queasy in the stomach, but you are fine. You're in one piece. And the door opens, and a dwarf is standing there. And looks at the three of you and says, "All right, you made it. You arrived. Step on out in case other people want to use it."
Yep, I'll follow him out.
Righto.
Follow.
And he leads you to up, actually down a flight of stairs. And there's, you go one floor down, and that's when there starts to be some windows, and you can kind of look out over the town of Theastone. And what you can see directly in front of you, for those of you that have vision, is a fairly large marketplace. Lots of very symmetrical rows of streets with shops lining the sides. So it kind of looks like a night market, but sections of it. Not just one long alleyway.
Okay.
And you continue down the tower, and you end up in a very plain building, a central room with some small offices off to the side, and then a larger double door to your right, which would be the back of the space. Yep. And pretty obvious to tell that you are in a government building of some kind.
Mm.
And Dwarf turns to you and says, "Got your names from the book. What's your business?"
We're just here to attend a event.
Event? What event?
I was told I have my invitation, so I've lost my invitation. The Lady Zammed was holding a get together, and I had a little card.
Gonna have a hard time getting into her party if you don't have the invite.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find that. But
So you're going back then, I guess?
no, it's probably in one of our packs somewhere.
We'll look for it.
We'll look for it before we decide to teleport again. Anyways, thank you.
Very well. Well,
Is there
good
a
luck
good,
getting into the party.
Yeah, I'll try. Is there a good inn in the city, just potentially for the night?
You're going to one of our parties and you're not going to stay on the grounds? She's making you stay here?
Well, the party's not tonight. We're going to stay here and then go up there.
Yes.
We're trying to be early.
You heard the term fashionably late.
Yes.
Well, that's what we intend to be.
Go ahead and roll me a D100, one of you.
I'll let Zero roll it.
We got it. It's 21.
Yeah. You're gonna want to head past the marketplace, about 2 blocks, take a left, and you'll find the Orange Trophy Lodge.
Okay.
Orange Trophy Lodge?
Yep, Orange Trophy Lodge. They'll be the ones to put you up.
Sounds excellent. Thank you.
A little nicer than some of the other riffraff places around town.
Yes, that's definitely preferable. I appreciate that. All right. Well, we will be off.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And exiting the city hall, or equivalent of, you step onto the streets of Theastone. Think New Orleans architecture. Some of it very old and kind of fancy. Some of it newer, a little more modern, a little updated. An air of prestige and an air of resisting change. This is all going off of pictures of New Orleans. I've never had the pleasure of going, so I apologize if I get that really wrong, but that's how it felt.
I take a whiff of the fresh air and say, so this must be the place where the Sanguine Saints go marching in.
I walked myself into that one, and I'm only mad at myself. It's the second time today that song has been stuck in my head. Thank you, 8-year-olds.
So, like, that's a little bit of a weird song to have stuck in your head multiple times in a single day. But...
yeah, it's all been today, too. I don't know why he had it in his head.
I mean,
but he did.
I could put an entirely worse one in your head, but you'll stay with Saints.
Don't get into an earworm battle with me. I will win. I fight dirty.
Okay. For anybody who's watching, I apologize. Infant aquatic predators. Otherwise known as...
Otherwise known...
What's another word for infant?
And what is a well-known aquatic predator?
Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
Yeah, sharks.
Okay.
Do.
Infant.
Oh, okay, that. Okay. Yeah.
God,
you know, the funny thing is, I'm so immune to that one. Like,
oh, well.
I hate that one.
Barbie Girl, Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Doo.
That's called I'm Blue, thank you very much. How dare you not say the proper name for...
Actually, I think it might be just Blue, isn't it?
I thought it was I'm Blue.
Eiffel 65, whatever.
Eiffel 65, where are you? We need you.
We really don't.
It is just called Blue Dabba Dee.
Yes.
The Dabba Dee's in parentheses, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well.
We are so on a tangent.
Gosh. We're trying to figure out what tunes we're bringing to this party.
Oh, there you go.
Yo,
Our walking
listen
song.
up. Here's a story about a little guy who lives in a blue world.
I didn't even know what the color blue is, what it looks like anymore.
Oh, it's amazing.
It looks like how water feels.
That's really not helpful. So it looks wet.
Yes.
I'm
moist, dabba dee, dabba
No,
die, dabba dee, dabba die, dabba dee.
I never want to hear that come out of your mouth ever again. Ser Ridire.
How many times have I killed Chuck now? What's that, like 7?
I want a full version of I'm Moist Dabba Dee.
No, you guys, stop. You're not a cake.
Amazing. Oh, the cringe I could unleash on the world.
Oh,
listen up. Here's a story.
I'm still waiting
about a moist
for...
boy who lives in a wet world.
Don't stop it.
And all day and all night. And everything he touches is just moist, like him, inside and outside.
We're going to lose subscribers
I
very
am
quickly.
I'm uncomfortable.
I know that word bothers some people, and I apologize.
Oh, Okay. Well,
So
YouTube, if you saw that, I decided to disturb you with that as well. I'm gonna have to think long and hard about whether or not I include that in the final cut.
Long and hard.
No, stop.
All right.
We can leave this episode uncut.
I would like to roll an investigation check to find out surreptitiously where Lady Zammed's estate actually is.
And I help because I'm gonna figure out if they're lying.
All right. How are you doing that?
I want to just kind of listen around if anyone's talking about the event, because we don't actually really know much about it.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure it's actually a thing. And then I want to, if we, when we're talking to people and stuff, just kind of, sneak in conversation, just kind of casually be like, oh yeah, I heard about, a big get together going down soon and stuff like that. And then just kind of steer the conversations in those directions.
Okay.
So I don't know if just investigation or if you want me to roll like something else as well.
Roll me a investigation would be more directly looking for, well, yeah, I'll give you investigation on this one with advantage because of Talamh.
Okay. I mean, my investigation's awful, so it's probably not going to do well, but
Yay!
Wow.
20 and an 18?
I have a 0 bonus to that.
I know. So. You buoyed it.
Of course you buoyed it on. All right. Well.
So confirmed curiosity, you wearing the different shirt keeps the ratio correct.
I'm going to have to stop wearing my shirt to throw you guys off.
Well, then we'll just make sure that we have a spare one handy.
And then I'll sneakily put mine back on.
Then I'll just trade layers.
Damn it.
I'll just...
I'll wear it underneath another shirt so you won't know that I'm wearing it.
Oh.
Schrodinger's.
All right, so...
How many shirts are we all wearing?
Starts taking off shirts.
Panda shows up to the next game just, like...
I can't put my arms down.
All right, so you spend about a half an hour going around the marketplace, listening in on conversations, just seeing kind of the wares. One of the first things that, being new people, you are, there's a like an odd number of buyers at the market who are asking you if you would like to sell any magical items. So that's the first thing that stands out with your 20 investigation is they're like, magical trinkets, magical rings, we'll buy them all. Just whatever you have, sell it to us. We'll take it off your hands. Doesn't matter what it is.
I think they're trying to catch a very wide net for a certain item.
Mm-hmm.
That they don't exactly know what they're looking for. So rings, right? Rings. They're asking for rings. That means they might not have the ring of Tyringel.
Rings, trinkets, each shop is asking for, just in a different way, asking for magical items. One guy says, looks at Ridire and says, oh, looks like you've got some magic on you. Got any magic swords, shields, armor, anything you don't want to have anymore. We'll take it off your hands. We'll give you a good price for it.
I'll reach my hand sneakily backwards for Talamh to hand me a magic stone.
And
be
I give him one. Should I just sleight of hand that?
Yes.
Do we
Okay.
both have to sleight of hand that?
Oh no.
Oh no. Ridire, go ahead and sleight of hand that.
Oh
17.
no.
All right. I'll roll for perception myself.
I'm distracting him also with my talking.
Oh boy, I've got a great magical item for you. It's holy fantastic.
Yes, actually, I think I might possibly have something.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh no, I'm not good at these.
Nah.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
And then
Cool.
Oliver
And then I'll
presses
hand him
takes it.
I have this. Just hand him the magic stone.
And, what does this do?
It's a stone that's magic.
It's a powerful stone suffused with druidic magic.
I don't know. I haven't
Perfect,
identified
perfect. 2 gold?
it.
Sure.
Fantastic.
Well, I have 2 more.
Oh. You have 2 gold apiece?
Sure.
Cool. So all 3 of us get 2 gold. Let's split that between us, yeah?
All right. So we can just
Cool.
walk around doing this.
The magic's gonna fade on that in what, 1 minute?
Yeah. We'll be gone by then.
Yeah, we'll leave.
Okay. After a while of walking around and being, some people are selling items, some people are selling fruits and vegetables, cloth, your standard marketplace wares, as well as, inquiring about buying magic items. There is a produce stand that you come across.
Produce.
And
I said produce.
And there is a elf in fairly nice garb talking to the owner of the stall, and says, and you overhear saying, the mistress needs the highest quality that you have. This is going straight to Lady Zammed, and if you can please the mistress and Lady Zammed, then there might be a good word in for you. And the human working the cart starts going to their carts off to the side behind the stall, and comes with some fresh melons and apples and oranges, and hands it to him and says, this is the best I've got. We'll give you a discount, obviously, for Madame Zuthra sauce, and hopefully she'll put in a good word for Lady Zammed. And money is exchanged, and the elf walks away.
Do we follow the elf? Do we get in as chefs again?
Well, hang on. This will decide if we go that route.
Or do we just find where the location is and ambush someone that's attending and take their invitation?
Well, wouldn't we each 3 need an invitation?
Probably, and then we wouldn't be the person who's named on the invitation. So, or we could just pull a James Bond. I could just show up, tell them who I am,
I mean,
and then they let you in
sure.
because they kind of just want to see what the hell, like who's got the gall, you know? And like, oh, you can't defeat me anyway, Mr. Bond. And then I defeat them.
Because we know that the cult has been headed up in the north and has more of a control in the north, right?
Does the name Basu mean anything to you?
Have we seen any sign of the Saints since we've been here?
Yeah, does the place look particularly culty?
Roll me a perception check with advantage. All of you.
It's a natural 20.
That's an unnatural 20.
It's an 18.
Wow. All right, just gonna throw the natural 20s around like it's no big deal. Y'all suck.
I mean, those rolls would imply that we very much do not suck.
I think that is kind of
That's
Damn it! Damn it, Zero!
Sorry.
unless we have straws.
Curiosity, are you gonna drink my milkshake?
I reach across the room.
Damn it, you guys! Oh,
No more. This is ADHD indeed.
yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Oh, this is tuxedos and tangents. Let's go.
God.
Ad 1 of 5. Subscribe for no ads.
Wow. All right. So there are not blatant banners down of the Saints. There aren't like signs up that say like werewolves welcome here or anything like that. But there does seem to be primary colors of like decals and trim accents of signs and some clothing that is either the crimson red of the Saints or the purple of Shar. Again, it's not blatant. If you weren't so familiar with it, you would probably pass by a lot of this without any real realization of it. But you know how some cities like will have a big event and will have banners and stuff hung from light poles?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like that. It's like, oh, hey, they really do a nice job of decorating their lampposts. It just happens to be with purple ribbon.
Okay.
Cool. So we know that going in just with our names would probably. I mean, we could. But, like, there's always the possibility that just turns into
A
get
battle.
him. Yeah, like, get him. And not like oh, let's see what happens.
Well, you two could do like I was saying, like I approach, like
Right.
I James Bond it, and then you guys like sneak in.
They only know the name Talamh Dall.
That's true.
And I believe the Dalls are very well-known merchants anyway.
It's true.
Talamh, are your parents for or against the queen and king?
You know, the king and the queen,
Mm-hmm.
I believe they've got really no problems with them. They've allowed them to, expand their mercantile empire.
I was asking just because if we wanted to use their names, then maybe we would have a better chance if they were more vocal about the dislike. That's not the case. So
I mean, they're not.
We could
Yeah.
still use it because it could be like they're vocally in support of the king and queen, but secretly they're looking for other options. You know,
They're trying to keep. Yeah, they're trying to keep their
I
options.
mean, if you don't mind possibly besmirching the name of your,
Listen.
I guess, Talaph's parents.
Yeah, they're her parents. They're not mine.
Yeah,
Obviously, and that's so weird to say. By the way, I'm still getting used to it.
So I guess because then we could just be the bodyguards.
You could. All right. That's here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Talamh herself was a 12-year-old girl, so I can't be her. I need a new name. I've got to be like her older sister or something.
I will say, for point of clarification, I've been going back and forth whether or not to do this, but it's been so long since that session. The events preceding Acolyte stabbing you in the tavern, or in the room,
yes,
was Ridire turning people in to a set of guards.
Yes.
That guard ship then led directly that night. Acolyte appeared.
Wait, Ridire turned people into...
Ridire turned in the news about
Helden to the guards.
To the guards. And that night, Acolyte appeared in the hotel room that you were staying at.
So the guards...
Someone in the guard was
in on it. Was spying and was in communication with...
Just... I'll let you guys play this how you want. I'll let you decide how much you would know about this, but the posters were put up by the Saints to try and find who killed Helden.
Oh, the wanted posters.
The wanted posters were put up by the Saints.
Fun. Ridire would have no clue of any of that and would not proceed as if that made any sort of difference.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean...
So...
Is there anything... Are there any wanted posters for, like, Schlegel?
It's been too recent.
Okay.
But also, Acolyte knows exactly who killed Schlegel.
Well,
does
she though? Because she left.
She knows that we were there, so we would have been involved in the events that it resulted in his death, even if we didn't specifically land the blow.
Yeah.
True.
We are responsible for helping defeat the army, which led to then him being executed, whether by the main army or by our own hands, whatever the case may have been.
Gotcha.
But Acolyte's down south.
Mm-hmm.
So that might not have made word up here yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Okay, so potential plans we've got right now. Here to cook for the boss.
Yep.
New identity for Talamh as Talaph's older sister, and trying to broker an alliance. Just James Bond in it and letting them know who we are and seeing what happens. Fourth option. Ridire gets himself captured intentionally to try and get inside. And then you guys...
I don't like that.
Infiltrate. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not...
Because I can Divine Smite with my fists.
We also don't know exactly where the item we're looking for is, right? We're assuming it's with her, but we don't have any knowledge. It could...
I don't care about... The thing is, I don't care about the item that she has. I care about stopping her from lending support to the cult, right?
So
she has resources and she has political power.
Kill her? Is that what we're trying to do here?
Or dethrone her. It's to take her out of the equation. Getting the item is useful as well, because that keeps that out of their hands. But we have enough of the items right now that that's less of a priority. I want to take her out of the equation, because if she has pledged them support, but she's like wanting something in return, so she hasn't given them like money and armies in huge amounts yet that we're aware of. But she's maybe harboring them at the moment. But if we can take her out of the equation, either make her look bad to them, or kill her, or possibly get a revolt against her, although that seems unlikely, because most people here seem to like the way that she fights back against the king and queen. So,
if we can't get in by invitation, I have pass wall.
What do I have? I have Bane currently prepared. So we could do a little bit of that, I guess. If we get,
I could summon my my Pegasus and we could just fly into wherever.
Sure. Drop in.
Because pass wall, you choose. Basically, I can make a great big door or tunnel in a wall.
You guys pass wall in, I'll fly up above, and then I'll tactical orbital drop in when it's time, because we've established that I can jump on top of somebody and absolutely ruin their day.
Oh, goodness.
Just like the guard cat, like there's a guard like threatening you, and you just hear.
All right, boys.
Landing.
Here's what we're doing.
Okay.
We find out when the party is, first of all, because this is very important.
Okay, I will sidle up to the vegetable person that we saw, because we were standing a little ways away as we kind of like established what was going on. I'm gonna walk up and be like, "So what was what shindig's going on here? That seemed like some pretty important stuff there." Persuasion check.
Yeah, sure.
17.
Yeah, and who are you?
Oh, I'm just a traveler. That kind of seemed like it was like, whoa, this person was making a big deal on.
Yeah, that's Madame Zuthrosis's employee.
Oh, I see.
She owns most of the taverns in the area.
As I said, I'm a traveler. I'm not from around here.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously I told you that.
And I'm confirming what you told me is evident by your lack of knowledge.
So we're on the same page.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
You're a respectable merchant, aren't you?
I'm a merchant.
Have you heard of the House of Dall?
Well, yeah. Yeah, they do trading up here all the time. Half of our supply is from their shipping lines.
Great. Well, I am Schley of Dall, their eldest daughter.
Oh, I apologize, miss. I had no idea.
And we really need to know about the party that Lady Zammed is having, because we have business that I would like to discuss with her.
I mean, shouldn't you already know where she lives then?
Listen, I'm not from around here. I didn't get very good directions.
Well, I mean, her estate's about a day's travel northeast, just right outside of Habrick, which is this one.
Wow.
So her estate would be about here.
Mm-hmm.
And I very much appreciate you telling me that. And I flip him a gold.
Miss, you should have started with the gold in the name. That would have... Anything else I can help you with?
I'd like some produce.
Yeah. Please. What would you like?
I just peruse and grab a bunch of stuff that looks, fresh, but we'll keep, like cabbages. Cabbage keeps pretty well.
My
Okay.
cabbages! Sorry.
And have you any spices?
Not particularly, but maybe Jonah, a few stalls down, might have what you're looking for.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. I never got your name. I'm going to put in a good word for you with my family. What do you call your little cart establishment? Does it have a name?
No, I don't have a name for it. I'm Duca.
Well, thank you, Duke.
Happy to be of assistance.
May you prosper. And I'll walk away.
I'll follow.
Oh,
And once we get out of
stand
earshot.
for a second, arms crossed, look at him, and then follow after lingering for a moment.
After we get out of earshot, I'm going to be like, well, I guess I know what strategy we're using now. Because that worked really well. Good job.
we still need to find out when it is, but now we can go to an inn that is
Yeah.
owned by Lady... What's her face?
Yep.
Copying it. Pasting it.
I'm
Suthrasis.
Wow, okay. That's... not
Lady Super Sauce. So we're going to go find an inn.
Why, man?
What?
I've got super sauce and I've got
Well, Dookie just told us about Lady Super Sauce.
I hate you.
Rithras. Okay, I can't. I was picturing it spelled like a Z or something, like Zoroastra.
That's how I heard it the first time he said it.
Zathura, like Zathura, like the movie.
Zathura, yeah.
Zathura.
That's what I'm gonna keep calling her that, Lady
Okay.
Zathura.
That's
Zathura.
not gonna end up
Zathura.
changing her name in the canon at all.
Lady Zathura Sauce.
Anyway,
Sold alongside the film.
so now we got to find out when it is,
Whiskey.
because we could go back to it's Emerald Grove, Emerald something or other, Talah's family's house, and kind of smooth over the fact that she's older than she should be, but Feywild, Schmaywild, time works weird. And see if we can have an envoy get us an invitation.
Yeah, as long as we have time.
Yeah, I'm saying it
So
would
let's find
require
out
time.
when it is. Yeah, let's find out when it is then.
The thing is,
I'm gonna let Talamh do the talking because apparently you can convince these people better than I can. They're more schemy.
We could be actually between my tree stride and your teleportation, we could actually just be there and back in the same day.
Yes.
Those are relatively high level spells, though, right?
Well, it's my 6th level spell.
And mine's from my armor.
Okay, so armor is not a huge deal, but if we need the 6th level spell for something else,
Or we could just teleport into the city.
I mean, there's a teleportation circle here that we could just pay to use.
Yeah, so we could be there and back in the same day. but I am like brushing up.
That also depends on things going well with your family and them agreeing to do the whole thing.
I mean, we didn't leave on the greatest of terms, but I'm sure that.
And you being suddenly 12 years older,
Well,
it's totally gonna make that better. They're not gonna blame Ridire and Oliver for not watching out for you at all.
Oh no, you're not going to be there because
Oh, okay.
you're so much time happened in the Feywild that you're dead.
Oh. Oh, so I only had 12 more years to live.
Listen, the story is you gave your life to save me, and that's how I keep your name, you know, in good standing.
Okay.
Right?
As long as you're not saying I was old and just on the brink of death, then we're cool.
No, I would never say that.
I am I use athletics, okay? I'm very fit.
You've definitely got at least 15 more years left. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
Thank you so much for that.
Which is funny because Ridire, whenever he takes off his helmet, he looks young as heck.
He looks like he's in his 30s at most.
He looks barely older than Oliver.
Yeah, he could probably pass for late 20s.
I'm so looking forward to going back to school and working with teenagers to have this exact conversation, y'all.
Ew, are you in your 30s? You're so old.
Yeah, if they thought I looked like I was in my 30s, that would be something.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, the people...
How old are you, PsychGuy? Yeah, 35. I thought you were like 52.
Oh my gosh.
That's hurtful.
Aw.
It's the haircut.
Yeah,
If you did the soul patch again...
Look, all you need is a soul patch and a man bun. And then you'll...
I don't think those two things go together.
Hey, Panda, as a former student, do I need the soul patch back?
No.
There you go.
You do not.
So,
I guess I'm alone in thinking that he actually looked good with the soul patch.
Yep.
I never saw you with this. I saw like one picture of you with the soul patch.
Because that's all that needs to exist of that time.
Just do what I did and do the mutton chops then.
Yes, that will make me look younger. Mutton chops.
Yep.
That's all right. Chuck, nobody believes I'm my age either.
I don't know what age people think I am. They're probably pretty accurate most of the time.
They think I'm at least 10 years younger.
Must be nice.
Although I have not been carded. Well, I haven't gone into a bar in a while. Anyway, we're off topic.
Welcome to tonight.
So are we... So how does my plan sound?
I'm definitely on board. Let's just find out what our time frame is looking at.
Right.
Because if it's tonight, I don't know if we can risk that because there might be holdups. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But if we have like a day or two, then I think it's a good idea. So let's try and find out when it's going down.
We all seduce people that we know have invitations to be their +1. Cool. Chuck, note this is a dead spot.
Sorry,
It's been an hour and 5 minutes into the stream.
Yeah, so let's go. How are we going to find out what time? Do you want to keep just doing your little spiel, or?
ASCII?
Yeah, just asking around.
Asking around.
Listen, businesses don't get built up by keeping existing relations. You've got to go out and forge new alliances. And that's what I've been sent out to do. I heard there was a party. I don't quite know when it is, but maybe you could tell me.
So she says that to somebody.
Yeah.
To just...
Well,
some young guy that's working at a stall that's going to be like,
or to
be
someone.
like, oh, pretty girl talking to me, you know.
Well, someone in the someone in one of the hotels that Lady Sweethrasas.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Oh God, yeah.
Suthrasas.
Suthrasas, that Lady Suthrasas owns.
That's what I said.
Does she own the Orange Trophy Lodge?
It's,
Are
Like
you you're gonna ask are you going to the lodge and asking that?
Well, yeah, I'd be like, all right, may I ask who owns this establishment?
Yeah, Miss Suthrasas.
Ah, great. That's
oh, then you know it's quality, right? Then you know.
it is quality. This is a quality inn.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's funny, but at the same time, it's not as funny because it's not like a pun. It's just straight up just saying the.
Is there a manager or anyone in charge, or perhaps Lady Swithrasas herself?
She's a little busy at the moment. I'm in charge of the day-to-day operations. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Shlev Dall, the eldest daughter of the Dall merchant empire.
Oh.
And I give him the spiel.
Why are you trying to form a connection with... Your mother and father were here last night.
The things they didn't tell me. Listen, I'm trying to be proactive. You know, impress people in my family. But if they're already going to be doing... we are going to have words... All right.
This is why I told
Thank
you should have found out what their plans were before you tried to, like, you know, sneakily help them out and get their approval, because they're already doing the same thing.
You know...
Were they not doing it, clearly it would have worked because it's something they want, but...
You know how much my father likes ambition in people.
Well, yeah, as I'm saying, the intent was good, but we should have done it. Sorry, thank you for your time. So,
no good deed ever goes unpunished. All right, fine. We're going to find them.
Wow.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. So Talaph's parents are
apparently in town.
Apparently,
I'm
doing
if you're gonna go try and find them, they left for Lady Zammed's this morning.
The party's tonight, then.
I don't think it's tonight. I think it's in a day or two, but I mean, we still have guests coming, spending the night before heading off to Lady Zammed's estate.
I know where I'm going now. I'm gonna have words.
No, it's like midday, and it's a full day's journey to get there, right?
Oh. We'll be fine.
All right.
All right.
Well, then, are we following after?
Yeah, I think we need to do that now. It could still be our way in.
Potentially. What do you think? Do you think they're just going because they were invited, or is there some
no one
ulterior motive?
At least knowing Talaph's father. Yes, I'm pretty sure they were probably invited. He weaseled his way in somehow.
Quick question: are your parents the type to crack to social reforms under apocalyptic scenarios?
They'll follow the money.
That is what I was afraid of.
So we've got to make sure that that doesn't happen. But at least
this.
now, the name can
Work a bit
kind of
better.
work better for us now that we know whose side of the
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba,
coin Talaph's parents
I
are
hate
on.
this. All right, let's go find Talaph's parents.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, good news is now, if we're somewhat suspicious about them, you can pretend to be someone else.
I
Oh,
could.
they'll recognize me, though. Oh, no, I'm the new armor.
They'll recognize me because I probably look very, like, similar, just older.
That's true, you do. Well, okay.
They'll all be like, Talamh, what happened to you? Not that I care. Let's go find them. Gosh.
Should we fly to try and catch up?
Of the people, for the people, by the people, eagle. Yes.
Is that a yes that we should follow them flying, or?
Yeah.
Because they left this morning. It's going to be
Yeah.
hard to catch up to them, but if we fly, we don't have to, like...
You know, like a Pegasus and an eagle.
Yeah, I'll summon my Pegasus.
What's funny is I could also polymorph Oliver to him into an eagle.
It's the
Except you don't know what an
giant-
eagle looks like, so it'd be a little
giant
bit...
white raven.
Or into a raven. Oh no, I probably would have. How about a giant peacock? Because I would have seen one of those before I went blind.
Does that get flying? Do peacocks fly?
Peacocks can fly.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm going to save
Kind
a
of like,
YouTube
you know,
search for
like chickens.
after the
It literally says peacocks can, in parentheses, sort of
fly.
fly.
Oh wait, but birds are very light. So you could just ride on the Pegasus.
All right. After
By himself, he could just polymorph into something small. It's true.
Like a polymorph into a rat or something, and just
after the stream, I have a 15-minute flying peacock compilation video by Peacock Lover 27.
oh god, oh no, that doesn't sound good at all. Are you sure you're watching like an actual animal fly?
We will wait to see. If I need
Right.
to, I will film a reaction video of me watching it.
So, boys, what we're looking, what you're going to be looking for, as far as memory serves me, is like a carriage with a great blue butterfly symbol on it.
Okay.
Right, that's what blue. You know, it is coming back to me now. What blue is? Oh, that's a very lovely color, if I imagine it. Right,
It'll keep an eye
right.
out. Are we headed out then?
Let's go.
And they're very particular about their horses. They always had to be. I know they were always the same. I want to say white, like what? Yeah, white.
I'm assuming we walk to the edge of town before summoning.
Yeah.
Transforming.
We leave the edge of town,
Okay.
and then I'll summon my Pegasus, and he can polymorph, and we'll fly off.
Okay.
Raven.
And Talamh will ride with me.
I'm getting more used to it.
Good thing I have an anti-fear aura.
Paladins. All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, you two.
Woo!
Do they get advantage because they know what they're looking for?
Well, I have advantage because of my shield.
I'm doing this in a
Ooh.
different form, so I need to bring up the character, the creatures.
I got a 19, so
Okay.
Give me
that's
a
pretty
second. I
good.
gotta figure out exactly what I got here.
it's true because
Perception
perception.
plus-
Well, perception's based off of wisdom, and your soft stats stay
It
the same
is.
as
I have advantage, and it's a +1.
But it's wisdom based. Your wisdom score remains yours. It's only the physical ones that change when you polymorph, isn't it?
I,
Let me
I
check.
thought you
Let me
kept
check
your
polymorph.
Right,
kept
but
your
they're
wisdom
but an
magic
eagle's
wisdom.
keen sight has advantage
Right,
on
but you-
wisdom checks that
Get
rely on
different
sight.
sight and things like that. Like
Yeah.
I would be
Yeah,
able
you,
to
well,
see
you get
more
the
of that.
abilities, but I think you get to use your modifier if your modifier, you know.
Hmm.
The game. The games.
So
the target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of chosen
Oh,
beast.
I'm thinking, and yeah,
You're thinking
Wild.
Moon Druid.
Bearded
Wild
Weird
Shape.
just reminded me.
Or
I'm thinking of Wild Shape. Wild Shape.
Yeah.
Wild shape is the
Yeah. That's why that's
So
my bad.
It's really funny because the creature itself, you'd think it'd be a little different. Well, I guess it's just like a reflavored version of this because of the fly speed. But the version of this has a wisdom as a -1, but perception as a +1.
Oh, are you a Quetzalcoatl?
Yeah, so +1.
It's getting a extra bonus to perception that's counteracting the negative from the.
I
wisdom.
thought you were a giant eagle because they have a 14.
12.
12 and 19. All right, gonna do some quick calculations here.
Local Satanist family disappointed to find out Dungeons and Dragons is just improv and math.
Math is the devil. I hate it.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, so about how fast do you fly again?
90 feet.
I have 80. That's what I got.
So we'll keep it his pace. So the 80. Feet
we're
for movement,
dashing.
which is like every 6 seconds. So that would be
Times 10, so like 800 feet a minute.
now. Yeah, it's 800 feet a minute, which comes down to times 60, 48,000 feet an hour.
So about 9 to 10 miles per hour.
9 miles an hour.
Yeah, 9 miles an hour. Okay, so and
Unless we're dashing, which it's like it would be 18.
Which would double that, basically.
On foot, a person can travel, I think it's 25 miles.
Yep.
So theoretically, with a cart or whatever, it might take us, like a couple hours, depending on how far they've gotten and how...
They've had a pretty good start on you. But you guys did this right away in the morning.
And you pretty much just trot your horses. You don't when they're pulling a carriage. You don't
If
have
they
them,
don't have to be there right away, yeah, they're probably traveling at a relatively relaxed pace, I would expect.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
they're definitely going a slow pace because carriage, you don't want to bump it too much. You don't want to...
And it's like they have a couple of days before the event. They're just getting up there to stay at the estate.
Yeah.
By the way, everything that I described to Ser Ridire and Oliver, I may have over exaggerated the size because I would have been quite small the last time I saw it.
It's your standard two horse cart carriage drawing, with a stagecoach, or not stagecoach, but a coachman, a driver, and the two of them in the back.
It's like the size of the Cinderella carriage, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Think opening to Dracula, what Renfield is. Or
maybe
Harker.
tiny bit bigger.
Tiny
bit bigger so they can have some luggage, but that could also be stored up top.
Yeah, that's just strapped to the top. They've been guaranteed safe passage by Lady Zammed through the woods, so they're pretty confident.
Cool. Yeah, so we're just honing in on that.
All right, I'm going to say takes you about 3 hours. You figure you're probably a quarter of the way there. Or no, you're about halfway there. And you spot a cart driven by a pair of white horses through the break in the trees. A fairly well-worn path on this, and so it's fairly easy to spot. You can follow the road.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of time of finding them and catching up to
How
them.
do we want to do this? Are we going to like drop down on top of them? Do we want to head them off a little bit?
Okay, here's what I think we should do. We should head them off. We land up ahead. And then as it's approaching, we kind of like waltz out of the trees as if we're, just on a merry adventure. And we just happen to run into them.
All right. Okay, so we'll head them off a little bit around like a curve or a bend in the road.
Okay.
And we'll land, and I'll let my Pegasus just do his thing. And we'll stride out. Or maybe we're just walking along the road and they'll come up alongside us, We're just following the road.
Can I kinetic spike their cartwheel like they have like a broken wheel or something? Or mold earth like a pit-ish thing in front of their wheel?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to basically disable their cart, but have it seem like it's like it was like a natural thing. So they have to stop and fix it.
Just make a good little pothole and have Oliver throw some water in it with the decanter, so it's like the rain washed a pothole into the road.
Is there any other sign of it having rained recently?
Oh, I actually have this.
Spray the decanter everywhere, so it rained in this 20-foot sphere.
I just geyser up in the air.
He's just like the dad in the cargo shorts with the hose.
We're flying. You give the decanter to me. We're flying above the carriage, and I use the decanter, so it's raining on their carriage.
Oh my gosh!
So I think it's right now.
By the way, there have been shooting stars at night.
Except, can we see them with the weird red blood moon nonsense?
Yeah, they just look really creepy.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna listen to something really quick. I didn't factor in water events. Just shooting stars and fireballs.
Huh.
Fireballs?
Yeah, I don't have a clue why I included the fireballs in there. It was a random generator. He decided to use fireballs as events at night. There's no reason I haven't really talked about him.
Who?
Don John.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So what are we? You're listening to it.
Yeah, I'm just listening to see if there was fighting and crying, but I think they got over it.
Okay.
I think they figured it out. They problem solved.
Good.
I reward that. So, yes, it does not. You know what? Roll me a D100. Oliver.
Oh, me. 28.
It has been relatively dry the last few days.
So maybe the wet.
So no water.
Okay, no water.
So I'm just going to make some fairly large potholes that they can't miss.
Okay. Are you waiting on the side of the road? Are you waiting in the tree line?
We're gonna step out of the tree line when their cart breaks, or when their wheel gets stuck in the rut.
Okay.
And just kind of happen to walk out of the trees.
Roll me a stealth check.
All of us?
Yes, with advantage because you're standing still far enough away.
Which means I just get a flat roll because I have disadvantage.
22.
Stealth. 8.
You guys suck. Normally I'm the loud one.
I'm wearing plate mail.
I mean, here's the thing though, it's not like we're trying to be that stealthy because we do want them to come up upon us, but we're just gonna
Yeah.
So the cart, the driver is going along the way, And as he turns a corner, you watch him look and clock the two of you clearly. And it's because he's looking at you two that he misses the potholes in the ground.
Oh.
Which causes the axle to snap and the cart to come screeching to a halt.
Those are some big potholes.
I may not know.
Hey, man, the local jurisdiction should really do something about this.
Aye.
Because there's Oliver and Ridire just standing in the woods.
We were walking.
And then, yeah, so,
It's like those creepy clowns from, like, 8 years ago that were just...
You're driving down the road and there's just a 6'4" person in plate mail standing there just watching you drive past.
With a guy in a
6'4" and a 6'5" other person wearing a mask.
Wait, you're 6'5" now?
Yes.
I
I've
thought
always been
you-
6'5".
No, you said no. We were definitely agonizing over
It's
this a
written-
while, and you couldn't
it's
decide if you were
written-
6 foot or 6'1".
It's written in my character sheet, so I haven't changed that at all.
Jeez,
All of a
I've been
sudden,
drawing
all
you
the-
shorter than Ridire this whole time because you said you were
Oliver's
6 feet
taller
tall.
than me.
I might have accidentally said it by memory, but I haven't changed it in my character sheet at all. I wrote 6'5" and 145 pounds.
You're a twig.
Yep.
All right.
That is correct.
We're changing Ridire to be 6'6", so that the
Do it.
artwork is consistent.
Damn it, you guys.
It's for the artwork.
You know what? No, so Oliver just slouches so he looks like he's shorter.
Yeah,
There
that's
we go.
right.
That does fit the character very well.
All right, back to 6'4". Okay.
He's like
All
the
right.
trolls from Warcraft.
He's taller, but Ridire is so much bulkier that it just makes him seem like he should be shorter.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like-
So now,
I am-
so I'm gonna kind of with a worried look on my face, step out of the woods like there was some kind of loud commotion. Could it be a monster? Who knows?
Roll a deception check.
I will also look like surprised and shocked, and if that helps at all.
Are you wearing the mask?
Me?
An 11.
Yeah, the helmet, I mean.
Oh yeah, I would
yeah,
think
I
so.
would have the helmet off.
It doesn't help much.
Wait,
But my
his help.
helmet emotes, remember?
Yeah, remember?
That's right. It's
No, it's only because she draws it that way, so it must be true.
I always figured it was like the helmet of Dr. Fate, and it contains all the previous Ridires, or at least some aspect of them, and it helps him. And that was one of the benefits of the helmet. Anyway, yeah.
I didn't
So
even see what you rolled, so.
I rolled an 11.
11.
I
mean, I will also be moving forward to help, if that aids, and I don't know if that would, but it's.
All right, ties go to the player. His insight, the driver is not overly suspicious of you.
It's
Alright.
like, oh God, is everyone okay? You seem to have hit a hole there.
At that point, the door to the carriage flies open, and out steps Dall. And what the hell is going on here?
Oh my word! I would recognize that voice and those footsteps anywhere. Da?
And
Talamh?
then we have a Spider-Man moment.
I. What in the name of the world are you doing all the way out here?
What happened to you?
I got stuck in the Feywild. Do you even know how time works in the Feywild? Because I didn't.
And that's when you hear the voice of your mother, or previous mother.
Yeah, Talaph's
It's still half her mother.
Your half mom.
Sort of. Yeah, that's a thing.
Just the top half.
Damn it.
Just so casually, you almost could have lost it. But
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
that was amazing.
Wow. Ugh. You hear your mother step out and did you say Talamh? And she sees you. Talamh, is that you?
Yeah, what are you two doing out here?
She runs over and gives you a giant hug.
Oh. And I hug her back.
What happened to you?
Well, like I was telling my father over here, I was in the Feywild. And did you know that time is really strange in the Feywild?
I did not know that. You took her into the Feywild?
In my defense, I went in alone and she followed me.
You left her alone?
I left her with Oliver.
Did they ever meet Oliver?
Yes.
Briefly.
All right. Yeah, you did start in the house. You just left immediately when
I left pretty much immediately, yeah.
When it got
When
awkward.
things got heavy, yeah.
It's not as if I couldn't ever handle myself.
She is very persuasive.
Is this still going to be a problem, or are you not going to, like... Why are you always... You're still overprotective.
How old are you now?
Anywhere between, like, 24 and 150.
Wait, what?
Something
What?
in there.
Probably closer to 24. I think I gained, like, 12 years. I think.
Her whole childhood is gone. Just...
Well, she lived it out just in the Feywild.
Well, the Feywild was wonderful.
What?
It's pretty good.
You've had 12 years to...
Well,
I'm so sorry.
It was a thing, but hey, I ran into you, so that's good. Anyway, do you mind telling me why you're all out here? We're just like trying to have ourselves a little adventure, and we stumble across your wagon. By the way, oof, I could fix the road. I don't know if I could fix the wagon.
Dovin just has been listening intently this whole time and says, there is a well-off individual who lives near here, and we've been invited to her estate for a get-together of some of the families.
Really?
Insight check.
Go
I
for
want
it.
to. I want to know how if he knows, like if he's not letting on as much as he knows.
Go for it.
16.
Sure, I'll insight check him too.
Oh, a 26. Oliver. He says the word the families and kind of shifts uncomfortably after he said that. He doesn't want to say more than that. You get the feeling that he's only going to say what he is required to say.
You're meeting with the families. What about? Just out of curiosity.
Just with the current uprising of the Lycan invaders were making sure that everything runs properly during this time.
Interesting. You wouldn't happen to need like hired hand bodyguards? You seem a little nervous. Is just perhaps
Uh,
some muscle?
Talamh, during all of this, his heart rate has increased tenfold.
Father, what have you gotten yourself into?
Bodyguard, we're perfectly safe. Lady Zammed has promised us that there are going to be no Lycans in the area. Her people have dealt with it, and we
Sure?
are.
We were just down south, like not far, and we did see some, didn't we?
Oh yes, quite a few.
Not too far from here, actually. We were on our way to clean up some more. But,
Not technically a lie in any sense, because we were just down south and saw a few.
I don't know what you're implying with this.
I'm just saying that perhaps she's not being as forthright as maybe you think she is. We wouldn't want our good friend's parents to be killed.
listen, as much as we didn't get along, I'd miss you terribly.
Well, and
If anything were to happen to you.
Asta speaks up and says, and we don't want anything to happen to you. I don't
Great,
like
that's why I'm going with you.
Yes.
Seems fair to me.
Of course.
And where I go, they go.
Well, yes, I would not ask you to leave your party behind. That, of course not. Davin is just fuming at this, by the way. He is just standing off to the side, trying to keep his composure.
I will have taken my helmet off during all of this.
Okay.
I want to just stare at him. I'm going to, if someone asks me a question, I'm going to respond, but the whole time I'm going to be looking at him.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
This is forced protection.
I
Wow.
haven't.
Why is it a -5?
Where's my intimidation? There it is.
What do you have -5 to? Or, oh, you rolled a Never mind.
I rolled with the -5 because
Oh.
his nerves are giving him a distinct.
I got either a 22 or a 28.
Yeah, either way, he is fuming, and he is failing to meet your gaze. He is not able to lock eyes with you for any extended period of time.
Cool. We'll just keep that up for a little while.
Yes, obviously, what your mother says is absolutely fine. Yes, you are welcome to accompany us. Right.
Good.
Oh.
Good.
Get this
Good.
cart fixed and back on the road. We'll be at the estate by sundown.
And
I will assist with the repair of the cart.
And as we're going, yeah, I fixed the potholes. As we're going along, just let me know if there are any potholes that are unavoidable, and I'll smooth the road over.
You'd really think somebody would do something about this road.
I know that.
I mean, I saw several more as we were walking, but those are the worst ones.
Oh, that's the worst pothole I've ever come across.
We are such dicks.
And then I fill the pothole in.
But it's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause, but we went, oh no, your card is broken. Guess we'll have to keep you safe, right?
Seems like someone wasn't paying their protection money.
Oh, I would love to do a what if with you guys being evil.
Protect you even harder now.
That'd be interesting. Oliver takes Blood Cleric instead of Moon Cleric.
Oath of Vengeance, Ridire.
Ooh.
I would still be the same druid.
Just your personality would shift because there wouldn't be the positive influences around you.
You'd
probably give in more to the chaos of the Chewinga. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It would be a very cold and uncaring Chewinga.
All right, we'll do this in the future. That'll be fun.
Bearded Weird just texted me. Oh no, the cart. It's broken.
Oh man.
By the way, is it just me, or is the carriage a bit smaller than I remember?
Well,
it's probably just because you're bigger.
Honey, you've grown 12 years in. You've like doubled in size in.
Please tell me it was all upwards.
Yes? What?
Ah,
what?
Great. Okay. Thanks.
Oh, this is a lot to wrap my head around.
It's fine. It's fine. So how are the staff doing? Like, like Nero and Kate and Fagin. Egan.
They're some are better than others.
Wait, who's not doing well?
Well, there we go. Claire has taken basically over the kitchen and won't stop stress cooking. She's worried about you.
When this is over, can I pay her a visit?
You're always welcome at the house. Nero came into some money and opened a restaurant. He's now running the Blind Druid.
Is he now?
Got some inspiration after you left.
We're definitely stopping there next time we're in the area.
Aye, is it in the Emerald District or where is it?
No, it wasn't that. It's not that fancy. We haven't been yet. He did not hold his tongue when he left. He spoke freely.
Well, what's the point of having FU money if you can't say FU, am I right? Sorry.
Dovin is just radiating pissed off at this point.
I'm continuing to stare at him, by the way. I'm like helping lift the cart up and just staring at him the whole time.
Kate is doing very well. She's looking after your brother right now.
How's the little one doing?
His favorite thing are stories of Taviv. That's what he calls you.
Oh.
We read him stories every night of what we think you've been up to. We'll have to let Kate know.
If you want to know what we've been up to, I suggest you book a showing from the Fated Few.
Do you think they play birthday parties? Because
I'm sure they would love to play my baby brother's birthday party.
Okay, we will have that happen. And Egan is He's not doing very well.
Is he sick?
He's always been a little bit of a worrier. Likes to make sure his plants are nice and neat. No sunlight, and you running off to do this has been very concerning. So he's mostly just walking around the grounds scared.
Well, we'll have to calm his nerves then, won't we?
He's also very worried about. He has some family in the southern areas that care for a grove down there, and he's worried about their safety.
Oh, well, we can pay them a visit too eventually, and calm his nerves about them.
He will be happy to hear it. And he'll be happy to know you're safe, if not doubled in age. And she just starts crying.
There.
Meanwhile, again, Dovin is just angry, anxious, uncomfortable.
You're gonna give yourself a heart attack if you don't calm down. Just breathe, please.
Yes, well. Glad to see that you are doing well. Knew the Fey realm would be... Knew your adventures would cause problems. I'm glad to see I was right.
Yes, you're always right about everything.
I didn't say I was right about everything, but I'm clearly right about this.
I don't know.
Now you've worried your poor mother.
She's fine. Look at her.
Just hugging you and sobbing.
Huh? Right. Is the cart fixed?
Oh, the cart's been moving this time.
Oh, okay. So
this
we're
has
riding in
been the
cart.
conversation in the cart.
Oh, okay. Good.
Is the cart like moving fast enough that we all have to ride in it, or is it slow enough that you can walk alongside of it?
No, you will have to ride in it.
Okay.
Yes, no, they have made room. It is all 6 of you, or 5 of you, all 5 of you, inside.
Is there like a footman's spot like on the back of it?
Yes.
That's where repair will be then.
I say it's probably occupied by a footman.
Oh, is it? I thought there was just the driver.
No, just the driver.
Okay.
They didn't bring a footman.
So I'll occupy that space, and if there happens to be like a little window thing, I'll be staring at her dad the entire time.
I would like to imagine that like Talamh's mother just won't let her go.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't believe I missed your childhood.
Stopping for some price for the night before we fully arrive? Or are we going straight there?
We will be heading straight there. We will have to request some additional quarters for our now apparently +3
bodyguards.
Hey.
Yes,
Simply hired
bodyguards.
merchants. But we work for free, of course. But if they ask, hired merchants.
I'm gonna dig through my pack and pull out the lovely ruffly dress. I even brought my own outfit. Well, I didn't bring it. I happen to have this because I found it and it felt nice. Do you think this will work for wherever we're going?
Oh, dear Lord. Well, at least you're dressing up for the occasion. Not something we could ever get you to do when you were a child.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, I have matured a bit.
God, there's another wail from your mom.
Yeah.
Should, I'm gonna
Should I
kind of
cast calm emotions on your mom?
I want to aside to the other two. Should we change now and try to assume some sort of cover name, or should we just James Bond this?
I mean, you're in a carriage, so as quiet as you can be, loud enough for everybody to hear.
I am also not in the carriage. I am on the
Yeah.
exterior of the carriage.
I'll say it to Ridire on the exterior, like lean out the back a little bit and kind of whisper to him.
I think we're kind of stuck in a course here, so.
Okay.
Should mother, ma, should we? What are they wearing, by the way? Are they dressed formally?
They are dressed
As if they're going to a party, or are they wearing like normal, like
they're
traveling clothes?
wearing their normal travel clothes, so still high end, but not like not ball gowny, not ready for a party. Like
Okay.
nice enough that when they arrive, you know, they'll put on a good presentation, but not formal wear by any stretch.
Okay. I'm gonna like don the jacket. I think I purchased some other jacket that I'm gonna like, or cloak that I'm going to like don over my travel clothes.
Okay.
So I look a little better.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do while you're traveling? Any questions you want to ask? Anything?
Just in case, I'm gonna switch. I'm not gonna switch shirts, undershirts, but I'll switch jacket and mask so that it's a little more like, you know, they don't necessarily know our names, but they know a description. I'm gonna.
Are you riding on the outside of the cart?
No, I'd be inside, but I'll be like near the back.
There's not really.
It's like a single room.
Yeah, it's a square with 2 benches.
Oh yeah, no, then I'll be on the outside.
So it's right now it's Talamh and Esta on
Leave
one
the family
side,
together.
and then Dovin and Oliver on the other, with Ridire looking kind of back towards Dovin, who's just trying really hard to avoid his gaze.
Does the footman's area have room for 2 people?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, yeah, then I'd be inside. I won't switch yet then. If we like stop someplace for a restroom break or etc. or travel break for the horses or whatever, then I'll switch attire.
This is only a day trip, and so it as dusk kind of falls. Again, crimson dark red sky turns to slightly darker shade of crimson dark red sky. Most of you can see the lights of a fairly large mansion through the tree line. The area has been cleared out, and you approach a metal gate, at which point you all see a halfling, a very fat, short little halfling in a baggy kind of suit and formal attire, comes and talks to the driver and gets who they are. Papers are produced, and then you are taken into the estate and up a side path to where there are some smaller houses, kind of cabin looking houses. And the carriage pulls up in front of one of them. And you get out. And there's
I will since I'm riding on the footman's post to keep up appearances, I will step out and open the door for everybody.
Okay. As you open the door, a halfling approaches you and says, yeah, we were expecting 3. The driver and the lady and Sir Dall. There are 3 more. Why? What's going on?
He's talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an employee.
And Dovin walks out and says, we apologize for the intrusion. Our daughter and her companions found us on the path on the road here, and obviously we weren't going to turn our daughter away, so we have an extra 3. Would it be possible to accommodate them? And the halfling looks at the 3 of you, looks over at one of the other cabins and says, yeah, gotta spare, you're lucky. Nah. You're on your own for food, though. We didn't plan for extras, so...
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Our apologies. We'll try and bring you out something if we get any extras.
Well, she's here because they are her parents. We are simply bodyguards.
No.
Companions of a sort, but...
All right.
They make sure I don't die.
So we can, what I'm saying is we can fend for ourselves.
Hey, they'll be fine.
No,
You don't require the fancy schmancy.
They could have slept in the barn if they had to.
Essentially, yes, that's what we're getting at.
Oh, is that where you'd like to put them?
Well, they've been less than irritating lately, so the cabin is fine.
All right. Well, the grounds are free. The house is off limits, except without permission from the lady of the house. So, yeah, don't go in without an escort.
Understood.
Right.
All right, very well. Let us know if you need something. I don't know. And he just walks away.
Charming.
Hi.
So you have a fairly nice cabin, main room, and then a small kitchenette and a couple of side rooms with beds.
Cool.
Very good. Where is Tala's mother insisting on Tala sleeping? Is she okay with her sleeping in the other cabin?
She is, but she wants to hear about everything that she has been up to over dinner.
Oh, so I get to go in and have dinner.
They don't have a place for you, so your mom is going to forgo dinner tonight
okay.
with the host, which Dovin is not happy about.
So when they're having that conversation and he's looking unhappy, Ridire will walk up next to him and be like, I mean, I can be your +1 if you need someone with you.
Thank you, but I think I will be fine on my own.
Are you sure about that?
Quite. Thank
Food for thought.
you.
And I'll join the go join Talamh.
And he will walk into the dark by himself towards the house.
Well, good news. If it's a trap, it's only him that dies, not your mom, who's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, she's the only one I actually care about.
You two, you three can have dinner. I need to go around back real quick.
Oh, I
don't want to go like behind the cabin. Is there like anybody around? Can I see anybody around right now?
Roll a perception check.
There's probably a bathroom you could have changed in.
I don't have inspiration.
I will give you the advantage. 1, because it's funny. 2, because it is like 8 o'clock at night. And so the way this is set up is there is the house on... So imagine the grid. Oh, here. I can actually do this. Okay. Because I didn't think you would actually use the lodging.
Oh, what did you think we were going to do?
The exact
right
opposite of whatever I came up with.
Oh, you thought we were going to waltz right in?
Yeah. Alright, so...
I mean, it is kind of our MO.
What, to just walk right in?
Just walk right in.
In a sense, we kind of did.
Actually, we did, technically.
Oh, okay, I see them.
When we confront Lady Zammed, I'm going to say, we're here to cook for the boss.
And those are trees?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so there's no walls to this estate.
There are. There's a gate. Or a fence. There's a fence. But...
Around the outside of the trees, probably.
Yeah. Imagine, well, more of like that. And so you guys came in here, and then
Gotcha.
I'll freehand this.
While we're hanging out,
so you guys are now here.
Okay.
So we're having dinner in their lodge, not the one that we're staying in.
Your lodge. She has no cooking supplies. Like this, she has completely changed her plans.
Well, good.
On the fly because of this. So
when I will have helped them unload their luggage.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have like snagged a small little worthless item of her father's while doing so?
Roll me a
like
sleight of hand
literally,
check.
it can be like a handkerchief or something.
Yeah.
And
so Oliver, going back to Oliver, you have ducked behind the... Ooh, okay. You have ducked behind the, cabin here.
Okay.
To do whatever it is you're about to do.
Okay, and nobody's around?
Nope, nobody that you can see.
I'm polymorph into a raccoon.
Okay.
And I'm going to go scouting for an hour.
Cool.
Oh,
okay.
I want to make a perimeter. And the raccoon sheet, I don't think there's an official one, but one I found has a climb speed as well.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
So I want to like kind of see where I can see where people are potentially in the house. I don't want to go into the house, but I want to get like a grounds kind of where things might be from windows.
Mm-hmm.
Stopping if I see the like dining room and people like talking,
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to see if I can listen in on anything.
So, are you going to do a perimeter of, like, sweep first?
I want perimeter sweep first, and then if I see them, I will make my way back there.
Okay, roll me 4 perception checks. The first one with advantage, the other 3 with regular, straight roll.
You said 4?
Yep. And the first one with advantage.
5. I'm just going to go off of this raccoon sheet I found. It says +5 perception, +5 stealth.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then
Seems
stuff.
reasonable.
Yeah.
So there's the first one is a 14 with
14?
advantage.
Okay.
Second one is a 10. Third one is a 21.
Okay.
And the fourth one is a 9.
Okay. So, in the hour that you spend, the first one was the perimeter, just to check if you could kind of make out the basics of what you see. And what you see is you find that there is a dining room with open windows here. There looks to be a ballroom that kind of sticks out here with big windows on all of this is on the first floor. This is a 2-story building. And then on the front here is a balcony. The 10 lets you know that you can see movement, you can smell food coming from the dining area, but you don't know how many people, you don't know any of the layout of it.
Okay.
With a 21, let me go here really quick.
I figured this was worth a 5th level. Polymorph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Or
wonder if
case in the
Robert-
joint.
I wonder if Robert the Plant could sneak around too and help you.
I also
He comes
can
walking
cast,
around and goes,
I can also
yeah, exactly.
I can cast invisibility. Just throwing that
Plant.
out.
And he walks around.
it's like a Groot situation where he's like walking around and somebody shows up, freezes,
Mhm.
and just keep going.
Oh, wow, okay. Should I have the Twitch stream up right now? Because I definitely can't.
You'll get to see this all eventually.
Do I want to know?
It's not too spoilery to have it up. Come on.
They have a grand piano.
Ooh.
Ridire's gonna play
I'm
chopsticks.
running up inside, breaking through a window as a tiny little raccoon, and using my hands to make a little jaunty tune.
All right. Basic feel of it. That should be most of it blocked off. I'll actually show you that part of the interior too, because you saw that.
Yep.
So, you can see very well inside to the area. You see a bar. At the far end, you see doors on either side, and there's actually this rug is actually more of a stage. It's a little raised platform with various instruments set up on it.
Got it.
Didn't have a good way to do a stage when I built it.
I have a fantastic idea. But I'll let you scout first.
And then the balcony is up here.
Got it. Got it.
Roll me one more perception check.
What? 21.
All right, there is also a cellar door right here.
I love cellar doors. That's something I can crawl into as a spider, potentially.
All right, gang, let's split it up and search for clues.
I like polymorph.
So, So what I want to do also, in terms of being able to play little spy. Can we before I make dinner, because I can cook now like a freaking boss. Can we go for a little walk and just kind of catch up?
Please. Absolutely.
And I am going to take a stroll around the perimeter of the house with my little feetsies.
Okay. Ridire,
Yeah.
your sleight of hand check. You
Yeah.
absolutely bungle the trying to stealthily get something. You just make a giant mess of, like, drop one of the pieces of luggage and it just spills open, and the reaction you get is from Esta looking at you and saying, Ser Ridire, please don't dote on us. That is Dovin stuff. Just set it, if you wouldn't mind, set it in his room and be done with it. Don't even worry about it.
Oh yes, of course. I'll hastily pack it back up and take it into their cabin.
And please don't worry about anything else. You're far too kind.
As you say, miss.
Roll an insight check.
Yep. 16.
She's about had it with this dude.
With Ridire?
No,
With Dovin?
with Dovin.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't really care if his stuff gets all messed up. He's gonna throw a fit no matter what.
Cool. Well, I'll take it in and put it in his room, and I will pocket something that is a personal item of his.
Yep, you're able to find some, grooming stuff. Like a brush or toenail clippers or something.
Perfect. I will then go to our cabin, and I will scry on her father.
While he's scrying,
All
I
of
guess...
us had our own little independent scouting and information ideas.
Oh my god.
I was like,
simultaneously.
I can do this. Thinking I was clever here. And then everybody was like,
All three of us were thinking the same thing.
I don't even have to go into the house to know what's in it. At
Yeah,
least the first floor.
I'm hoping I can gain some insight from conversation.
Oh, definitely.
You guys are getting lay of the land, so.
How long are you waiting to do this?
He was going like to dinner, right?
Yes.
So it seemed like that. So I'll probably wait like 5 or 10 minutes so that it's underway, and then scry.
Okay.
So
And
wait
you're
a few minutes so that like they're hopefully like at the table, everything's going on, and then I'll scry.
And you're probably doing this while I'm out of the house with...
Yeah, I will have dumped his bag in there, and then because she said perfectly, her mom said don't do anything more, so then I just go back to my cabin into my little personal room and then scry.
And we're taking a walk around the house.
Okay. Meanwhile, Oliver is going... I imagine at some point Oliver and Talamh cross paths, and Esta's just like, oh, look, oh, it's a little raccoon. Oh, it's so cute.
I'll get on the hind legs. And then it's Talamh. Talamh wouldn't notice, or wouldn't notice because blind. Never mind. One eye is green. The other one.
I was gonna say it. Love it when synchronized. All right, I'm gonna put a dent in my table. I'm gonna put a dent in this table.
One eye is green?
One eye of the raccoon is green because it's me.
Ah.
But you wouldn't know.
Nice.
Because you blind.
But I would have sensed that Oliver changed into a raccoon outside.
You would have.
Or some small furry animal.
Yep. Something.
All right.
I'm like,
that was me.
I like squat down to like pet the raccoon. Aww. Me.
Scampers off.
Yep.
So, let's do Talamh first because I feel like that'll be easiest. Because
I'm
you're
pretending to be Talamh.
Talamh, sorry. Getting used to that.
Me too, but I was like, what?
All right, so I'm gonna just show you the layout of the house for the first floor at least. So it should all be lit up now.
Yep. Cool.
And you get a sense for the basement.
Oh, that's a lot of beds.
So is this where the entrance is from, like, the cellar door?
The cellar door is right. Oh, hold on.
Looks like it could be here.
Oh, here.
Right here.
Okay.
Oh, can
So
I
this
feel?
goes up into the building somewhere else, apparently.
Can I feel the gears of this orrery churning?
No, because it is currently stationary, but you feel a large item in the basement.
Those are cells down there. That's a lot. I think to myself, that's a lot of iron bars.
Yeah, you can. So roll me a perception check just for sake of double nat ones.
What will a 30 get me?
What a nat 20 instead.
Four nat 20s tonight, guys.
It's the shirt.
4 nat 20s.
This is the we are the only channel that has been blessed by Bowie.
Speaking of which,
You get
David
sued by
Bowie's
his
spirit
estate.
has returned from the other realm to thank us for honoring him, and he's giving us support.
So, yes, you get a sense of the magical composition of this, or the metallic resonance of this cellar area. And yes, you are able to sense that there are definitely bars, lots of iron, and something big here. And then moving back up to the main floor, you get the sense of a lot of movement in this area, because the kitchen.
okay.
And you feel the presence of, we'll say, 4 people at a table here, along with 6 or 7 smaller individuals running around, halfling sized.
They're
The goblins.
the goblins.
Or just halfling servants, because we already have seen a couple.
That's true. They're glamored to look like halflings.
They're probably like
Oh, that's
seeming.
probably exactly what it is.
Oh, Chuck, we got you.
That makes
That's
the
clever.
voice he was doing so much more make sense.
I should have detected magic. That's what I should have done.
I like that a lot.
That's fun, actually. That's really fun.
That's
Um,
amazing.
I do have subtle spell.
Oh, and here's a bar.
Yeah.
Nice.
Think your mom will let you drink?
I didn't think she has much of a choice.
Cool.
By the
I'm gonna
way,
do it.
huge shout out to 2 Minute Tabletop for the map assets, because
Oh.
dang, do they do a good job.
I just realized how potentially powerful cleric spells with subtle spell could be.
Oh.
Dude, if you can get a few levels of sorcerer on any other spellcaster to get some meta magic.
Can you subtle spell thaumaturgy?
I could. I don't have.
You can twin spell Eldritch Blast if you want.
If it's the single target, because twin spell has to be something that only single attack or single targets.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but you would still shoot all the bolts. They just have to be at the single target, right?
No, the spell itself can only only be able to affect one target.
So you wouldn't.
So
So
like
you can't do it with Eldritch Blast.
So like a firebolt could be twinned, but not like.
But not Eldritch Blast, which
What
already
about-
can split.
What about Chaos Bolt? Because it has the potential to affect more than
That
one,
one
but
could,
technically
because
you.
each one would independently jump if the stats, if it rolled properly, I would expect. Because you're only targeting one target, and then it might jump.
As long as the spell's at its level, or as long as the spell at its level being cast is incapable of targeting more than one creature, is what the specific wording is.
So that's
So
with the
not
initial
Chaos
target. No, Chaos Bolt would be fine.
Oh, because you target one creature.
Target one, because it maybe it'll bounce. So
Okay. Ooh, that would be cool.
that would be pretty cool. Especially if they both bounced
Mhm.
onto the same person.
I gotta change something. I changed my.
But all right, so I'm
Oh.
scrying then.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do I overhear?
All right. So roll me a D100, please.
Uh-oh.
Videos.
97.
All right.
Isn't it the same number that
Yeah.
100 earlier?
Yeah. Broken. Okay. So, because we've done the math on this with how high level you are and all the stuff, and Dovin is not strong-willed.
I mean, I can pull it up again real quick if you want to do the specifics.
Well, if Acolyte can't save from your throw.
Well, I would at least have first-hand knowledge of him, which is a 0.
Yep.
If I'm familiar with him, then that would mean he has a -5 if we're considering us familiar.
I mean,
you've met and interacted with him. You know what he's
on
like.
at least 3 different occasions.
I have a possession, which is a -4. And if it is a brush, a body part gives it an additional -10. So if it has some hair in the brush, because it does specify lock of hair, then that would be a -10.
It's a handkerchief with his boogers.
So, yeah. So if whatever item I have has bits of him in it, then he's at a -.
So the hair specifies like a lock of hair, right?
It says lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like.
Okay,
so it's literally a nail clipping. So it's pretty minimal what the piece needs to be.
Yeah, wow, that's a range. Lock of hair is like.
Lock of hair implies like I cut off a chunk of hair, but like bit of nail is like literally like a nail clipping.
Yeah, so
nothing.
That's absolutely nothing. So yes, there's no way he can.
Yeah,
he can pass.
He's at a -19.
So
against my save.
All right, so I'm gonna roll just to see.
And my save is 18.
All right, well that was a 3.
Wow.
So we got a -16. So even if we were doing absolute value, he still wouldn't succeed.
Yes. So interesting thing happens. You go into your trance to do the scry.
Yeah.
And instead of doing like the zoom out, it's like the Evil Dead spirit moving through the trees. Like it just goes across the ground and
because it's so close. Yeah.
And zooms
so like
through the
past
window.
The guards and through the window and fun.
And centers on Dovin. During all of what I'm gonna say, it keeps pulling out towards the ceiling, kind of towards this corner. And
okay, I wasn't looking. Okay, I see it. All right.
Yep. So it keeps pulling away towards that corner and then snapping back.
Interesting.
So the D100 was to see how well you could keep concentration on what's happening while that's going on.
Gotcha.
and you're able to pay attention to everything, but it is a weird effect that you haven't had happen before.
Okay.
And at the dinner is, you can see Dovin, you can see 2 humans, male and female, and then you can see somebody who you have seen before in her very fancy dress, kind of low cut. Think Charlize Theron in The Huntsman, the
Still
black
in The
dress
Huntsman.
that she wore, not with all the frills on the back and stuff, but
Sure, but similar style.
but similar style. Definitely has a choker because Curiosity made that canon. And most of the talk, how long does this spell for? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah. Most of the talk is about generic, how's business? How are you having any trouble with your route? The couple talk about, this, how they, their crops have been moved, their supply has been moved very readily by Dovin. He's, maintained their safety, and how grateful they are that everything is working smoothly during this time. Lady Zammed is actually very quiet through a lot of it. What you do glimpse of major note is her saying, there are many players coming tomorrow night, and as leadership changes around the continent, we will want to make sure that we remain in power, and with those that are rising up, it will be best if we hear out their proposals and discuss this further. But for now, please enjoy the house, please enjoy the amenities tomorrow, and hopefully we can bring everybody together to discuss our future and our continued success.
Werewolves are showing up tomorrow, and if they don't agree to help them, they're going to kill them. Charles
Sounds like
Dad's in danger. We're going to end up having to save him in an epic fight in the house.
Hmm.
Can I have snuck my way back to the cellar door?
Yeah.
I'm going to polymorph. Is there like any cracks in it, like that I could, like a small tiny creature could sneak through potentially?
Oh yeah, it's a standard wooden cellar door.
I'm gonna re-up polymorph to be a spider,
Okay.
and I want to crawl into the basement.
Okay.
This could be bad, but I feel like it's something I would do.
It's cool.
All right, go ahead and throw yourself down right there.
Right here?
Yep.
All right.
Also, once I'm done scrying, I'll go outside of our little cabin and just kind of like lean against it near the door. Like I'm just kind of relaxing outside.
Okay.
Hopefully keep an eye on things and respond.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Do spiders, I just realized, do spiders have dark vision? Yes, they do. Okay. We're okay. Oh! I have 30 feet of dark vision.
All right.
What's your movement speed as a tiny little
20.
spider, though?
20.
20?
God,
I guess they can
Wow.
scurry.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
20 and I have spider climb, so I have any surface. I'll keep on the walls primarily.
Okay.
And ceiling. I'm not gonna get stepped on.
Go ahead and I mean 30 feet. You can tell kind of where you can, how far you can see. So you can see in this room everywhere.
Okay. Anything of note? Anything interesting? Just kind of crates.
Just lots of crates, lots of barrels.
Okay. Not really.
Crate and barrel.
I want to try to go through this door, through like a crack at the top or bottom.
Yeah, as a spider, I mean, the cracks at the bottom are nothing for you.
There's a door across from me, so I'll go there.
Okay. Pretty sure I made these 30 feet. Yep. Alright, so here's the downside. I made them 30 feet because if I make the room smaller, it's harder for you all to do area of effect spells. But it means you can see everything.
Right.
I see.
So, yeah, there is a altar directly in front of you. And there is a big, giant, magical thingy taking up the corner of most of the room.
Does it look like anything I might have seen before at all? Or can I determine what it might be doing, affecting?
Roll an Arcana check.
20.
20.
Hey!
Um,
Dirty 20, but a 20.
Still a 20. You don't... Your focus was more on monster hunting, werewolves and dragons, specifically. So I'm going to say you don't know exactly what it does. It is innate right now. It's not moving, it's not whirring or anything like that. There's no aura of magic coming off of it.
Balls are inert.
So, whatever it is, it's not currently doing it.
And there's this coffin next to me?
Yep.
Anything in it?
Some remains. Not...
Okay.
Not
vampire.
Not a vampire.
Okay. Making sure. So we don't have vampires in play, at least that we know of. I want to go to the map.
Okay. The map is of Fadir. And it is... Oh, I don't have that actually printed out. I should have printed that out. It shows the upper northeast to the mountain range and a little bit to the south with a line drawn. Roll an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah.
Okay. 27.
Jeez.
Number 5.
That is all the things I'm proficient in.
That is the current territory that the Sanguine Saints hold.
Got it.
You have what you can guess is a fairly up-to-date representation of the Sanguine Saints' area of occupation. Which I'm now going to have to open up.
I want to do more, but maybe I shouldn't right now.
Do it.
You want me to do it?
Do it.
What are you doing?
Exploring more.
No, that's not what not exploring. I was going to do something else. I don't think I should though. I think I would know better than to really mess some stuff up right now.
Oh, hey, I did print it out. Ooh, hold on.
I thought briefly about trying to destroy whatever this device in the corner is.
Oh, I think you should.
Instead of destroying it, you just like jam like a.
But I have to drop polymorph for it. The only polymorph slots I have left would be 6 and 7. 6th and 7th level spells. But I have 3rd level, which means I can fireball technically. Or I have acid splash, but fireball would make too
Or
much
just
noise.
jam it.
Yeah, just jam it. With bones or something. Oh, this is what they... Oh. Jeez.
Well,
Pretty-
but there's a nice little circle over here, and
Yeah,
over
they don't
here,
hold
they don't
filthy.
have that.
It's probably like pre something on the map, like pre filthy on the map.
Yeah.
So we
yeah,
know
that might
that's
not have
okay.
gotten to them yet. They're claiming to control Gorkill, though. Interesting.
Well,
Also, this is
Not
more
my
for.
ground.
This was not meant to be shown to you.
Gotcha.
So, this is my. This was only for me.
oh.
I'm a little sneaky boy.
But y'all broke the game more than I thought you would.
Oh, Oliver's a tennis shoe. He's a sneaker.
Yeah.
I'm not a rogue anymore, but I'll still do my stealth.
His nickname is Yeezy.
Oh.
Are there like piles of bones? Is that what these are?
Yep. And fleshy bits. They're not
Wait.
pure bone.
This could be really bad. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drop polymorph.
Okay.
And is it's definitely something that can be like really jammed up and gummed and stuff like that.
I mean,
Like, does it look like I could do that?
yeah. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, just messing with it. You don't know what you would do, but it looks like it would do something.
I'm gonna gum it up. I'm gonna start taking some of these body parts and like jamming body parts in between gears and like taking out some gears if I can at all, and like kind of messing it up a little bit as quietly as possible. Of course, I don't want to alert anybody.
Roll me a stealth check.
Bonus action hide.
I don't have that. No!
Oh, no.
Sleight of hand! Anything!
You better polymorph back into a spider.
I'm about to have to.
It's you.
Oh my gosh.
Did they roll
Did they
lower?
roll though? They rolled lower? Please tell me they rolled lower.
They rolled lower.
Oh my god.
Artie, your cuteness saved us.
Yay.
Oh
That's the
my
shirt.
gosh, they rolled a 7.
I
They're
cannot
used to
wait.
hearing sounds from the cellar.
Yeah. Yeah, they're busy.
I'll
There's
do a little bit of acid and kind of try to melt a couple things beyond repair.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if they were to come check it out, do you want it to look like obvious sabotage?
I'll do the little things, you know.
So it just looks like it's in disrepair rather
Yeah.
than.
Yeah.
There's like a little
like-
gearbox and like a drop
Yeah.
of acid into it, so it just like stuff will grind really bad and not,
Pocket sand.
Maybe look at like you know how like things can like after a long period of time kind of fall over into stuff. Like the pile of bodies kind of toppled over into it a little bit, maybe.
How much time are you spending to do this?
Not long. Probably a couple
5
minutes max. Yeah, 5 minutes max, probably. I'm not going to spend a lot of time down here.
Alright, roll me another stealth check.
Oh, boy. 17.
Hey.
That's better.
Mm.
1? Please say
Yeah.
1. Yes!
Oh.
Even longer! No.
No.
A couple of times you do hear somebody go into the storage room on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Jeez.
But you pause, you wait, nobody comes.
Once
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with that being messed up, I'm going to polymorph back into a spider.
Okay?
and then I want to explore the rest of the basement. I'll ignore the shrine for now. I'm pretty sure I already kind of know what that is.
Okay.
I want to see if there's anybody in these cells.
Okay. There are nobody in the cells.
Okay, so these are probably either just here because of part of the house or set up for potential.
For the families who, if they don't comply.
Roll me another perception check.
Or used for people that they've already sacrificed.
12.
Dead bodies.
There are some bloodstains
Okay, so people have been in here.
that are drag marks from.
Oh. So these are kill chambers.
So it's kind of like like that.
Drug in or out?
Roll an investigation check.
20.
Drug out.
So I killed them in here. Then drug them out. So yeah, sacrifices probably.
And I will say, from your time in here investigating, your time in here, drug to the altar.
Yeah. So sacrifices. That's cool. I want to go over and I just want to real quick glance in these rooms. I'm not going to do a lot of looking in these rooms. I just want to investigate because I'm going to try to get back.
All right,
Are those-
investigation check.
25.
They're beds. They're cheaply made, basic bedrooms.
I'm going to walk into this one and kind of see the same general thing, and I want to make... I'm going to check out what's in here real quick before I go back out.
Staircase. I will say there is a goblin sleeping in this bed. Fat,
Spider.
tiny little goblin.
When we've heard like described to us before? Or...
Yes.
Okay, so one of the ones that went with her. And then I'm going to...
Or similar in design and...
Skitter, out of it, back to the behind the cabin, and then back up into
Yeah.
our roof wall.
And then he just walks around the cabin and sees Ridire standing there.
Oh, and then I'm
Oliver, hey, how's it going?
gonna change behind the cabin into. Well, no, I'll do that in the morning. Yeah, no.
It'd
So
be really funny if you like propped up the flask of endless water, so it was like you went outside to take a leak, and you've just been peeing this whole time.
it's just like sitting there like all the time. I walk back in like, oh, that was sorry, Taco Bell. It is it's a thing. So yeah, I'll kind of go back out front. And I'm assuming you said you were out front, yeah?
Yeah, I'm hanging out front.
Just kind of post up other side of the door, arms crossed, and just kind of under my breath. There is some interesting stuff in the basement, in case you are wondering.
Ah,
I think I took care
doesn't
of
surprise me.
a little bit, but we can discuss it later.
Yes, I learned a few things as well.
I'll do your own mission then.
Yes.
Where is Talamh?
Went for a walk with her mother.
Got it.
Talamh, anything you want to know from your mom, or are you mostly using it as a...
I mean, I'm mostly just using it as an excuse to do some espionage, but I mean, I just kind of ask her, I mean, specifically, how have you been? It seems like you and, like, Dad aren't getting along so well. I understand.
We're getting along fine, it's just...
The trip's been stressful.
I'm not happy with how things left the last time, and I realized I was overly harsh with you and overly protective of him, and the fact is that you deserve my support more than he needs backing. And been talking with Kate a lot and realized how I have done things wrong, and I don't want that for your brother.
I hope that he has things better than I did. But you'll be happy to know that I know how to read now.
That's wonderful. I hope that you will continue to be a part of his life and to ensure that he has things better than you did.
I'm not going to be adventuring forever.
Well, you always have a place at home then, whenever you're done.
I appreciate it.
No matter what your father may say. And with that, you guys return, gather up in the cabin and have a pretty good meal. Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried.
The evening comes to a slow. Anything you want to do before you tuck in for the night and a new day starts?
We're going to keep watch tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right.
I'd assume primarily like we would act as like bodyguards to keep up appearance or whatever, like Ridire and I.
Yep.
Oh, I also ask Taliv's mother as we're out, like, to be honest, I'm not quite liking this dress that I found. I mean, the frills feel all fancy, but I'm starting to get the weird feeling that the boys were playing a joke on me. Do you have any, like, spare outfits?
You can sense her smile and she says, "Dear, I don't think fashion sense is one of their skills that they actually possess. I can help you with that."
Rude.
He told me it was quite fashionable.
It absolutely was. About 40 years ago.
Oh.
She's gonna eat those words. My formal attire looks great.
Well, then I'll wear the dress.
All right.
Show you.
Roll me a perception check for your watches.
Perception checks.
Me 15.
I have advantage on perception
29.
checks. That's a 10. That's a 10.
All right. Who takes first watch?
I'm doing normal, I think. I'm assuming.
I always take last.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always Oliver first.
Oliver first. Okay. The night comes to a close, and Oliver, on your last on the last, like, 15, 20 minutes of your watch, you look at the sky, and you get a sense that a thin beam of normal moonlight pierces the crimson sky and lights up your cabin very briefly, almost so much so that you miss it.
Did I like feel anything
you feel a sense of warmth and a sense of comfort. And then it fades away. Ridire, you see nothing throughout the night. It's very still. Every now and then a halfling carrying a torch walks probably about 40 or 50 feet away from the cabin, doing a basic perimeter, trying to keep the light away from the interior as to not wake anybody. But checking the grounds. Talamh, you sense a presence in the sky that you haven't felt since returning from the Feywild. And you get the sense that one of the moons is a little clearer. A little bit more of a natural light than the crimson darkness that has been there the last few months.
I think we freed a daughter.
Oh.
I think you fudging with that machine is weakening their control.
Oh.
And with that, I think we'll end there tonight.
Well, if we get into big fight, then we know that
so
Talamh just needs to stamp her feet and make the cellar collapse. Just to make sure it's destroyed.
Hold on. Chuck, are these... this is very important. Are those stone floors in her house?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to take
that's
that
a lot
long
of
rest
damage.
so I get all of those spell slots back.
Yep.
I had
I'll take
only
that
up to
long
third
rest.
and only a 7th. That's all I had left.
Yeah, but you got a lot of info out of all those.
It was entirely worth it.
Yeah, super worth it.
So I guess I didn't even need to go stomping around the house because...
Well, you got the inside, which is also super important.
That's
because
true.
We'll probably be in there.
Each of us got some little bits of information that helped the whole investigation as a unit, as a whole.
And with that, we're going to end tonight. We will pick it up in a couple of weeks. We will be doing some other streams, some one-shots or something in the interim. But thank you for watching. Make sure to check out our Teespring so you can get our Can I Use Athletics shirt, as well as some of our other ones. And check us out on Patreon, I guess. Do or don't. I did upload today. I got a little bit caught up. So that's
We also have an Instagram now where
we do, thanks to Curiosity.
some of the pretties get uploaded.
Yes. So check out all of our stuff. But most importantly, as always, may you roll those nat 20s like these guys did tonight. And avoid the critical fails like I did tonight. I did not avoid them like I should have. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.